Hi guys, welcome back to the shop. Today I'll be making these pipe clamps out of a bit of a drainage pipe and some pretty thin timber you can just buy at any hardware store. To cut this I'm using the drop saw. You can really use anything you like, even a hand saw. One thing I did notice with these is I was really sliding my thumb towards the blade here. So if you're ever going to cut some pipe or anything circular on the drop saw, make sure you've really got that index finger really pulling it towards the back plate there. Keep it nice and straight because the last thing you want to do is push into the blade, cause a bit of trouble on some of them, so just a little friendly suggestion. All in all, I was able to cut 12 pieces from this one pipe, leaving a little bit extra on the side because I really don't want to get my hand too close to that blade. Going to be using the bandsaw here just to cut them one side in half. So you can do this again with just a handsaw if you like. Really doesn't have to be a perfect cut, so just going to cut them all on one side, and that's going to be the clamping jaws. The timber I'm using is 12mm or 1/2-inch pine. This comes a little bit more expensive than buying regular 910mm or 3/4 inch just because it's a different size. You could just put it through the planer, regular timber through the planer, but at the moment my blades are about as sharp as a Play-Doh knife, so I just bought the 12mm. And I think every time I make a project and I never learn, I'm always digging for the smallest drill bit that I have. My organizational skills are obviously not the best. I think it's really worth just going to the hardware store and buying like 2 dozen of these things because I've either snapped them or lost them. I can never find them. Anyway, let's go drill some holes. We're going to be putting some screws through the PVC pipe on this. The way this works is pretty simple. I'm sure you've already guessed it. We're just going to be drilling those holes straight through the PVC. We're going to leave those screws exposed because you can use elastic bands. Use it for some end joints. I'm not too worried about the screws hanging out just because I never really clamp that far in anyway. It's literally just for small, delicate pieces. I don't often like showing my mistakes either, but at this point it was a little bit embarrassing. That's certainly not going to work the way it was intended. Let's flip it around, start again. Give you a basic idea of how it works, it's simply like that. A little bit of glue can really clamp down on delicate little things that you need. Saves you buying those expensive, well, somewhat expensive clamps that do essentially the same thing. To price it all up, the pipe came in at $3. The timber came in at $3. Be a lot cheaper if I just planed down myself. The screws, I buy them by the kilo. They came at $2, so I was really happy with those. That's $8 divided by 12. Used my calculator because I'm not good at math. 66 cents a pop, and I got 12 of them out of this piece. It took me about 10 minutes, so great little idea for the workshop. So yeah, it's really that easy to make a bunch of these for a couple of bucks. They're so good. You might be worried about the screws there. Whenever I clamp something, it's really never going to go beyond that. And if it does, I'm always sort of clamping on the corner. That's what these are specifically designed for. So get in the workshop, make these. They're super cheap, they're super easy. I'm pretty sure John Heights made these years ago. I found them from somewhere on YouTube and I thought they were a fantastic idea, so I thought I'd give it a go, and yeah, they worked out great. Anyway guys, see you next time. Cheers.